Oh boy, gonna have to record with the iPod 5. This is gonna be fun. What's up guys, it is I, the Apple Buyer here today, and I'm back with a brand new video for you all, and this is going to be a very easy upload, and happy Thursday. So, as you know by the title, you know that we are doing a speed test comparison between the iPhone 6 here and the iPhone 5S here. Now, the 5S is running iOS 10.2, as you can see right there. I'm not updating it to 10.2.1 due to the fact that this device is jailbroken. For the record though, I don't have the jailbreak running, and you can see right there, I still have to press the go button. So I could do a jailbroken speed test if you guys would like to see that, but for now we're not going to be having the jailbreak running. This will just be stock iOS 10. Now on the left here we have my iPhone 6. This is my personal device. And this device is running iOS 8.4.1, you can see right there, and it's running quite fast really, you can see right there. It is not jailbroken obviously because 8.4.1 doesn't have a jailbreak, or if it does then it's not publicly released like 10.2 jailbreak or anything like that. So those are the two devices, iOS 8, iPhone 6, iOS 10, 5S. Now, we aren't going to go too deep in specs because these devices are very similar in specs, but they're not the same, and they're both running different operating systems. This is mainly just for fun, but this iPhone 6 is running an A8 CPU clocked in at 1.4 gigahertz. It is a dual-core processor, and it also comes with 1 gigabyte of RAM, while this phone came out the year before, so it has an A7 CPU clocked in at 1.3 gigahertz. And it is also dual core, so there's a 25% difference here between these two CPUs. Not much of a difference, but there is a difference when it comes to that. And this phone also has 1 gigabyte of RAM. It's also worth noting that both of these CPUs are 64-bit, so if you were wondering, although it's pretty much common knowledge, so I mean, either way I'm just putting it out there, both of them are 64-bit. Alright, now that we got all the numbers away and all that good stuff, you guys just want to see the comparison, so we're just going to do mainly the stock apps here and a boot test. Unfortunately, I forgot my extra charger, actually my nice charger. If you guys didn't know, I've been living with this cheap Chinese charger here that was 99 cents on eBay. I usually just use it for boot tests because that's all it's really good for. But I've been having to live with this charger for 2 weeks and it's absolute pain. It charges my phone so slow, and it doesn't even like have support for like data transfer, so I can't even use my computer to like upload the video, so it sucks. I only have one lightning cable, so we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way by using my hands. So here we go, just gonna shut down this phone. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shut down this phone. Wow, my focus is not doing too hot today. Actually, I'm going to put these side by side. And then, of course, we'll have my 2G here for the time. So there we go. Give me a sec. Alright, I figured out a plan that we can do. I'm going to press the power button on the 5S and then push the 6 to the side since the power button's right there. So 3, 2, 1. Ooh, look at that. Oh, well, you know what? I guess we're not going to do that. I'll start time-lapsing it now. No timer, I guess. Okay, so there wasn't too big of a difference there, really. I would have to say it's about a 25% difference. That's just a random number I got off the top of my head. I'm sure it's not exactly a 25% difference, but really, there wasn't that big of a difference. I mean, iPhone 6 did win, but that's probably just because it has less resources to run, and it does have a higher clocked CPU. So it's no surprise that the iPhone 6 won. We all knew that. I mean, it is the newer phone. I'm sure if this phone were running 10.2, it'd still beat the 5S. But it's interesting to see how close the 5S was, because the 5S was pretty close to the 6. I'm not saying the 5S got smoked. I mean, if I did an iPhone 6 versus iPod 5 video, then the iPhone 6 would smoke the iPod. But iPhone 5S so far has been holding up pretty well. Now, you all know the drill. We're just going to do a bunch of stock apps, and then I will do like the in and out test. Probably the 5S will win the in and out test because it has the really fast animations there, but you know, we'll still do that test anyway. So let's start off with the phone apps. So 3, 2, 1. iPhone 6.1, go figure. Let's go back and do the camera. iPhone 6.1, look at my beautiful face, hey! And then, let's see, let's do weather. 6.1 again, go figure. Clock. 6 again, but the 5S was holding its own game there. I do say I like the black clock app, by the way. I like that a lot better. Let's do the App Store. 6.1. I'd have to say the 6 kind of smoked the 5S there. Just kind of. iTunes. 6.1 again, but not by much. That was a fair chance. Calculator. Both opened around the same time. That's no surprise, really. Let's do settings. That was about the same. Let's do messages. Wow, that was really sad for the 5S there. I think the 6 smoked the 5S there, but that is understandable because it has to push all those features in the new iMessage app, so that is understandable. Let's do Safari. Go figure. Let's do google.com. Oh, there's Google right there. We can just do that. Type in Google. Oops. I can't type, apparently. Okay. 3, or wait, no, let's type in, let's do this. Okay, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, both were about the same. By the way, sorry for that weird knock that my earbuds keep getting caught on this tripod. I can't wait to get a new mic, I swear. Anyway, so we're just going to close that tab, and then let's see how the RAM management system is. I like the iOS 8 multitask better, honestly, but let's do App Store, so let's see how that's doing. How you doing, bud? Okay, ooh, we got a new update there. Ooh, okay, well, I'll have to do that later. Anyway, let's go to the very back. That'll be the phone app. Let's see. Both are holding it pretty well, actually. Let's do weather as our final thing. 3, 2, 1. Both look like they had to reload that, or maybe that was just refreshed since it is weather app. Kind of has to refresh. Let's just do clock. Alright, so both seem to have about the same RAM management system, I'd have to say. Both are great when it comes to that. And I will say the 5S has way faster multitasking. But the plus side to the iOS 7 and 8 thing is that you can just do 3 of them at once. Well, 2 normally, but 3 if you're lucky. Now, of course, we can't go without doing any third-party apps. I mean, I do have quite a few installed on here, so why not use some? Let's do the YouTube app for, oh, well, whoopsie daisies. Okay, let's redo that. So, 3, 2, 1. The 6 smoked the 5S for sure. Let's do, oh, shoot. Alright, let's do Jungle Browser. This is a banned app on the App Store, but you know what? That'll be okay. So you can see both of these apps are clogged but with ads, but looked like they both loaded that about the same. Let's do, I don't have any other apps installed. Dang it. Okay, well that's the third-party apps. As our final test, we're just going to do the whole in and out thing. So, you know the game. I'll just time-lapse myself. Actually, I should probably pull out my 2G again. Or actually, no, I can use each device as a timer. So basically, we're going to do the iPhone 6 first. We'll have the beautiful new timer there. Ooh, bedtime. I haven't tested that out. Actually, I should test that out. Anyway, so we'll just leave that there. Focus that. I'm really sorry for the grainy video, by the way. I hate the iPod 5 camera, honestly, but this is the best camera I have. So, let's just start the time lapse now. So, as you all can see there, 49 seconds to do the first page of apps. I didn't do any of the third-party apps because that could make everything unfair, since I don't have the exact same apps installed on the 5S like I do on the 6. So, we're just going to do the first row of apps since I know most of these apps are on here. So we're just going to do mainly the first party apps. Let's get started with the 5S. So right there is proof that the 5S definitely wins when it comes to going back and forth. That is to be expected though, because you can see that the animations are just so much quicker. I mean, just by looking at that, you have to wait till the animation quits before you can do that. So it is pretty obvious that the 5S would win. By the way, this is the time for the 6 here, and this is the time for the 5S if you're confused. So that is that. Obviously the 5S won that test. I'm going to have to call it even when it comes to the speed test. The 5S has held up very well on iOS 10. After 3 operating systems so far, the 5S has definitely held its own game, especially against an iPhone 6, which is still on its flagship operating system. So props to the 5S. You did a good fight against the 6. You didn't win, but not by much. I'm still going to call it even just because it was a really even battle. With that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed seeing which device was faster. Like I said, I'm going to have to call it even. The iPhone 6, if I had to choose between the two winning, it would have to be the iPhone 6, but both held up a really good game, and I was actually kind of surprised by this. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment down below which device you have and what operating system it's running. I'm kind of curious to know. And which would you prefer also? That's another question I have. Would you rather have an iPhone 6 on 8.4.1 or a 5S on 10.2? Comment down what device you have and the question I just asked. Have a good one. I have a video ready tomorrow, and peace.